When the government overhauled the investor visa scheme, it promised to attract high-value investors to grow the New Zealand economy.
But Newshub can reveal only one visa has been approved since its launch 9 months ago. Political reporter Amelia Wade has the exclusive details.
Set on a September day in New York, the then Economic Development Minister launched the government's overhauled investment visa scheme at a swanky event.
We want people to come to New Zealand. Foreign direct investment plays a really important role in how we grow our economy.
The new Active Investor Plus visa increased the amount foreigners had to invest in New Zealand to buy a pathway to residency from $3 million to a minimum of $5 million. Half of that has to be directly invested in Kiwi companies rather than passive bonds.
It's a load of bollocks. I call it the inactive anti-Asian investor policy.
Former New Zealand First MP Tuariki Delamere was the immigration minister in the 90s and came up with the old investor visa. He's now an immigration advisor and hates the changes, especially the English language requirement.
This requirement that the Labour Party's put in that you need English, it's just a load of garbage. If you don't want Chinese, be honest about it and say you don't want Chinese.
And he says the new visa is too complicated.
Any investor with half a brain will walk away from it.
Newshub can reveal since the new investor visa went live in September, there's been 27 applications worth an estimated $405 million. But only one has been approved in 9 months, and the applicant was already here.
It's not about turnaround, it's about the quality of the investment.
We had a golden goose that was laying golden eggs for a decade, bringing in billions and billions in investment.
It didn't lay any eggs.
Why do you say that?
Because passive investments don't benefit the community, don't benefit New Zealand. It was money basically going back offshore.
But the Immigration Department's research from 2018 says that once an investor gets a visa and gets here, they then go on to invest further. And that growth investment, like in Kiwi companies, makes up about half of their total investment. There are still investors getting through the door under the old investor visas as immigration clears the backlog, and they're bringing in the big bucks.
It'll be the hundreds of millions, but I don't know the precise value.
The minister later confirmed since September 86 investor visas had been approved under the old settings versus the one under the new scheme. Amelia Wade, Newshub.